Daniel, I don't think I've ever seen a home draw celebrated quite like that, but that wasn't really the story, was it? What a night.
Yes, of course, feels a bit like a win after such a weak third game against such a strong opponent within 7 days. And the story of the game, more or less like a really good first half, competitive, didn't give any chance away. Would say perhaps very similar to the Chelsea game, but then in possession we were running out of energy a little bit. You could feel this, so sadly resisted them 2 times before their goals. They went 2-0 up, and everyone thought, okay, that's it, so no chance today. But my lads have this never say die attitude, and whatever is thrown at them in terms of adversity or difficulties, and they always find the answer to have the solution anyhow. And also today, and then to come back 2 times to equalize this game, and then a bit over emotional. We stepped out of our deep block a bit over emotionally. We were punished for this, but then to have again the answer to equalize. Yes, important point. Of course, it was just a point, but the lads should be so proud of this, and it feels even better than just a point.
I saw your frustration down on the touchline when Liverpool got the 3rd goal, because you'd worked so hard, the players had worked so hard to get back in the game, and then I could see you saying, we've got to see this one through. We've got to take something from the situation.
It's always so difficult once you change during the game, the base formation, and you want to play then a different way. Before we played with 2 strikers, later on then with 2 wingers. Before we had no wingers on the pitch, wanted to press differently, wanted to play in different areas. But what is relatively simple is more or less against the ball. We have either a 5-3-2 or in this formation a 4-5-1 against the ball, and we can't step out of the center. So I think it was who was a bit over emotional in this game. Stepped out, opened the gap. A world-class side uses with 2 passes, find the ball in between lines, and then they could play the decisive through pass, and went up unnecessary to open the center in the 82nd minute after you have worked so hard to come back from being 2-0 down. But again, so this is also a bit like who we are. Sometimes we are a bit, also the team, a bit too passionate and not perfect and a bit naive, and where there was a mistake, but then to show again this resilience that no, we are still not beaten. We find again the answer and equalize this game again against the reigning champion. Was 2nd to none, and also our then was a decisive goal. So overall, great game and great night for everyone who's connected with Leeds United.
Yeah, and the fans, that 12th man description that the fans have, they played that role this evening, didn't they?
Yes, atmosphere was again 2nd to none. When this ground is rocking, it's a place like nowhere else in world football, and to see the scenes and what it means. So it's really a privilege, and I'm really humble and gratitude to be allowed to play a little part also in order to make them happy and also to enjoy nights like this. So we'll probably go down as one of the classics as well tonight, because the story is unbelievable, and the lads can take so much confidence, and our supporters should be proud of themselves as well, and definitely allowed to celebrate this weekend, and also to have 1 beer or perhaps also 2 tonight. I'm looking forward, like always, cake and coffee. It's
been a decent week, hasn't it, all told?
Yes, of course. So performance-wise, outstanding. Point-wise, 4 important points. Yes, I would be just completely happy with 9 points, but realistically, you have to say, especially the 4 points out of the last 2 games and the performance against Man City, lots to take out of these games. Not just the points, but also confidence and belief. And yes, an important week for us, definitely.